Once upon a time, nestled in a cozy corner of a sun-dappled forest, lived the bear family. There was the great big Papa Bear, with a voice as deep as a rumbling drum. There was the gentle, kind Mama Bear, whose voice was as soft as a summer breeze. And then there was the wee little baby bear, with a tiny, squeaky voice full of joy and giggles. One bright and beautiful morning, Mama Bear was busy in their little kitchen. She had just cooked up a big pot of delicious, steaming porridge for breakfast. It was her special recipe, with honey and berries, and it smelled absolutely divine. But oh dear, it was far too hot to eat right away. "My porridge is piping hot," rumbled Papa Bear. "Much too hot for my big bear mouth." "Mine too," said Mama Bear gently. "It needs to cool down just a bit." Too hot, squeaked Baby Bear, wiggling his nose. So, Papa Bear had a splendid idea. "Let's go for a little walk in the woods while our breakfast cools," he suggested. "The fresh air will do us good." And so, the three bears locked their cottage door and trotted off into the forest, leaving their 3 bowls of porridge sitting neatly on the kitchen table. Now, not too far from that same forest lived a little girl with hair as golden as spun sunshine. Her name was Goldilocks, and she was a very, very curious child. That morning, she was out picking wildflowers, wandering further and further from home, until she stumbled upon a charming little cottage she had never seen before. "Oh, what a lovely house," she thought. She peeked through the window, but saw no one. She tiptoed to the front door and gave a tiny knock. No answer. She knocked a little louder. Still, no one came. Being a very curious girl, she decided to just push the door a little. To her surprise, it creaked open. "Hello," she called out, stepping inside. "Is anybody home?" The cottage was empty, but it was so neat and tidy. In the kitchen, she saw the 3 bowls of porridge on the table. Her tummy rumbled, as she hadn't had her breakfast yet. First, she tasted the porridge from Papa Bear's great big bowl. "Ouch!" she cried, pulling her spoon back. "This porridge is way too hot." Next, she tried the porridge from Mama Bear's medium-sized bowl. "Bleck," she mumbled with a frown. "This porridge is too cold and lumpy." Finally, she tiptoed over to the wee little bowl that belonged to Baby Bear. She took a tiny spoonful. She sighed happily. This porridge is just right, and it was so delicious that she ate it all up, every last drop. Feeling quite full, Goldilocks decided to explore the rest of the cottage. She wandered into the living room and saw 3 chairs lined up by the fireplace. First, she tried to climb into Papa Bear's great big armchair. "Oh, this chair is much too hard," she grumbled, sliding right off. Next, she sat in Mama Bear's medium-sized rocking chair. "This chair is far too soft," she complained, sinking deep into the cushions. Then, she spotted the wee little chair that belonged to Baby Bear. "This looks perfect," she said, and sat right down. "Ah, this chair is just right." She rocked back and forth, feeling very comfortable. But she rocked and rocked with such enthusiasm that crack, the little chair broke into pieces, and she tumbled onto the floor with a thump. Goldilocks was a little embarrassed, but her curiosity still wasn't satisfied. She picked herself up and headed upstairs to the bedroom. There, she saw 3 beds all in a row. First, she lay down on Papa Bear's great big bed. "This bed is too firm," she said, bouncing off it like a rubber ball. Then, she tried Mama Bear's medium-sized bed. "This bed is too squishy," she whined, feeling like she was sinking in quicksand. Finally, she went to the wee little bed that belonged to Baby Bear. "This bed is just right," she whispered with a yawn. She pulled the tiny quilt up to her chin, and feeling so cozy and sleepy after her big adventure, she drifted off into a deep, deep sleep. Just as she was dreaming sweet dreams, the 3 bears returned from their walk. They were hungry and ready for their breakfast. As they came to the door, Papa Bear noticed something was amiss. "Someone has left our front door open," he growled in his big, rumbling voice. They went inside to the kitchen. Papa Bear looked at his bowl. Someone's been eating my porridge, he roared. Mama Bear looked at her bowl. Someone's been eating my porridge, she said in her soft, concerned voice. Then, Baby Bear looked at his empty bowl and began to cry. Someone's been eating my porridge, and they've eaten it all up, he wailed. The three bears were very puzzled. They moved into the living room. Someone's been sitting in my chair, rumbled Papa Bear, seeing the cushion was squashed. Someone's been sitting in my chair, said Mama Bear, noticing it had been moved. Then Baby Bear looked at the pile of wood on the floor. Someone's been sitting in my chair, and they've broken it all to pieces, he sobbed. Now the bears were quite sure there was an intruder. They quietly tiptoed up the stairs to their bedroom. Papa Bear looked at his bed. Someone's been sleeping in my bed, he growled, seeing the wrinkled covers. Mama Bear looked at hers. Someone's been sleeping in my bed, she whispered, pointing to a dent in her pillow. Then, Baby Bear went to his little bed, and his eyes grew wide. Someone's been sleeping in my bed, he squeaked, and here she is. Just then, Goldilocks woke up. Imagine her surprise to see three furry bear faces looking down at her. Papa Bear looked stern, Mama Bear looked worried, and Baby Bear looked very sad. She was so startled that she leaped out of the bed, scrambled down the stairs, and ran out the door as fast as her legs could carry her. She didn't stop running until she was safely back in her own home. The three bears watched her go, more surprised than angry. They fixed Baby Bear's chair, made a new batch of porridge, and decided to always double-check that their door was locked. As for Goldilocks, she learned a very important lesson that day. She learned that it's not right to go into someone's house without being invited, and it's certainly not polite to use their things without asking permission first. From that day on, whenever she felt her curiosity getting the better of her, she would remember the three bears and choose to be respectful and thoughtful instead. And that, my dear friends, is always the right thing to do. Thank you for listening. I hope you enjoyed our story. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe for more bedtime tales. Sweet dreams!